everybody, it's Ashley Ray from letstalkracestyle.com, and today I am bringing you a series of videos. So the first one, which is this video, is a more serious video. I have been wanting to discuss what's happening in Sudan, the Congo, and last but not least, Palestine for at least the last 2 months. But it seems that things are getting worse and worse. So I'm going to start off with Sudan because I have more information on Sudan than I have on the Congo. And you can check back. I'm going to try to link the video that I did on Sudan some years ago. I'm going to be looking at my notes, so just keep that in mind. Sudan has what they call a rapid support force, okay, RSF. And RSF is basically terrorizing people in their homes. And when I say terrorizing, I mean getting them out of their homes at gunpoint, burning up their homes, and then killing them. All of this is for control and power, which you'll find that all three countries that I talk about, it's the same thing. It's all a fight. Not a fight. It's all an attack on civilians, actually, because those are the people that are actually suffering. So RSF, as I said, took men and women out of their homes, burned their homes, and then killed them. The people that they chose not to kill, or the people that survived, were actually forced to bury the people that they did kill. I couldn't even imagine like what the mental state is right now for the people. There's another group called SAF, the Sudanese Armed Forces. So RSF and SAF are basically fighting each other for control. And within this fight, the civilians are the victims because they're the ones being displaced. I believe 5.6 million Sudanese people have been displaced thus far with the terrorizing of the civilians. And I am not sure why. I'm not going to say I'm not sure why this isn't getting news. The same reason why it wasn't getting news a few years ago, because the people that need to care don't care, which is the people that are mainly responsible for the constant power struggles in these countries, which is Great Britain and the United States. Because those are the countries that can't seem to keep their hands out of these places for their resources and other things. And then it causes these power struggles within the people because one side is usually in cahoots or working for one of those said countries, the United States or Great Britain. However, it's a power struggle, and the Sudanese, the civilians, are the people that are suffering, which is a running theme. I believe this is happening in the area of South Sudan, and I'm probably mispronouncing this, but it's called Darfur, Darfur, is the region that continues to be oppressed systematically and indiscriminately attacks civilians. So if you don't know, or if you hadn't heard of that, please check it out. The UN has some information. I did somewhat of a Google search and got some other information from different websites that are posting about this, making it news. But this is world news. We should see this every day. We should see this every day. We should see what's going on in the Congo every day. I'm going to move on to the Congo now. I do have the least information about the Congo, so I'm going to do what I can. So basically, there are government-led forces in the DRC, because there is another part that has a similar name, but it's not the same. So government-led forces and non-state armed groups in the DRC are the people that are causing these problems and displacing millions of people from the Congo. 8 million people thus far are being displaced from their homeland. I'm not even sure where they're going because the Congo, Sudan, Rwanda, there's another one that I can't think of off the top of my head. They share a border. And so it's like, you're terrorizing these civilians, you're torturing their homes, you're killing the people, and then you want to move them somewhere. Where? Why is this happening? Why are we allowing it to happen? And when I say we, I mean the government, even though I'm not a part of the government establishment. But why are we allowing this to happen? It's genocide. It's genocide in Sudan, it's genocide in the Congo, and it's genocide in Palestine. And I'm going to segue into Palestine right now. So, as you all know, the Israeli government has been unfairly attacking, murdering men, women, and children in Palestine because they don't want them there. Now, I would like to discuss how the Israelis even got to Palestine to begin with. Okay. It was around 1917, somewhere between 1917 and 1920. This was right before or right during, Hitler's attack on the Jewish community. Britain had stationed themselves in Palestine and said, hey, you all can come over here from Eastern Europe, because that's where Jewish people are from, Eastern Europe. You can come over here from Eastern Europe to escape Hitler, and we'll give you some land, and your people can come and settle here and start a new life. Okay? So this transformation, this migration from Jewish Eastern Europeans to Israel started in 1917, and it didn't stop till about 1948. Okay? So it's safe to say that it was not their land to begin with. It was never the Eastern European Jewish people's land to live in. However, Great Britain said that they could basically come over there and they would give them land. The British said they can come over there and give them land. Was it Great Britain's land to give to begin with? Absolutely not. It belonged to the natives of Palestine. It's very, very simple. So from that point on, there started to become power struggles because, again, you're allowing people to come in, take land, and dominate the place. There have been all types of, I don't want to call it wars necessarily, but there has been struggles with Palestinians trying to keep and maintain their land that's rightfully theirs versus the Israelis who didn't belong to the land to begin with. So fast forward to now, the Israeli government is all right attacking Palestine civilians, and it's more and more obvious. They're not hiding it at all, and the United States government is actually supporting this. State that they bypassed Congress twice in order to supply Israel with weapons. Mind you, Palestine don't even have soldiers. The Israeli government is just constantly attacking them, attacking the civilians, and then telling them, okay, well, we told you to go somewhere else. Well, where are they supposed to go? Especially when everywhere that you say is supposed to be a safe haven, you end up bombing. Like, these are war crimes, and I don't understand why the UN is not doing anything. These are literal war crimes. They cut off the water and food supply to the civilians. That's a war crime. You're bombing schools and safe places. That's a war crime. There's nowhere for them to go. And then I just read today that the Israeli government is encouraging Palestinians to move to the Congo. So you're forcing them on somebody else's land so that you can dominate this land. But you're forcing them to a land that is already having power struggles within their own government. But you're forcing the Congolese to leave as well, because it's 8 million of them that are being displaced from you destroying their homes. So it's really just a cluster you know what, of systematic racism. And I'm just tired of people acting like they don't know that. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. But I felt it was important for me to make this video. I know it's not as detailed as I usually am, but I just wanted to give the premise to let people know what's really going on in the world, and that, you know, your channel 247, your local news, is not going to cover this. It doesn't even cover the local news. There are people in the United States that care. It's just that what we can't do anything about it. When we try to donate funds for food, shelter, and everything else for the civilians, there, it's not even going to the civilians. It's going to some corporation. So it's like, what can we do? What can we do to help? Anyway, I'm Ashley Ray. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to link my first Sudanese video at the bottom. Thanks for tuning in.